So I've been running Spark for a little bit now, um, and here in my market, something happens a little bit differently than the market that I used to work in. Before, when I was down on the west side of Indy, first come first serve orders would pop out, and there would be a bunch of them, and you pretty much pick and choose which one you wanted to do. Here in Kokomo, they they don't pop up there and stick around too long before they get snatched up, unless it's a really bad order, which there are a bunch of. You know the ones I'm talking about. You know the $7 one order, or one drop off orders. The ones when you do some research on it, it ends up being just an astronomical amount of units, and the items are just way over the top. There's a reason why nobody's taking them, and that's the reason. Well, here, I've always thought in the back of my mind that there's something fishy going on, because when a decent first come first serve order pops up, it's snatched up like immediately. And I'm not talking about every once in a while. I'm talking about every time. I mean, you don't have enough time to actually go in and research whether you want to take it or not, because of the item count or where it's going, or just all those kind of things. So today we had one of those items, one of those orders that was $7.13, and it didn't pop up as a round robin for me. It didn't. So it had first come first serve written all over it. I didn't really look at it. I was driving at the time. So when I got myself stopped, I looked, and just says 51 items, like 120 different units. And I looked at it, and it was an apartment complex, and it was an upstairs apartment. So water's involved, a couple cases of pop, the whole works. Yeah, nobody's going to take that at $7.13. So it kept going around and around and around. And, we all have that magic number. If it gets to this point, maybe I might consider taking it. And it got to that number of 15. So it had been passed around. It had gone around the loop for a while. And somebody took it. And then, like a split second later, it was offered again. It's like it was taking it, it was spitting it back, and it was offering it again. Somebody took it, spit it back, and it offered again. And it kept going and going for like 10 times before it finally went away. And I'm thinking, somebody may have an app that they've got as their settings, that $15 mark, one drop off, $15, and it's automatically going to take it. Now, my problem is, or my question is, why in the world, if you've got that going, why would you continue to let it work that way? I mean, it's doing it 9 or 10 times. You might be thinking you're being smart and outthinking the system, when all you're doing is putting a spotlight on you, because there's got to be a virtual paper trail on that. They've got to know who's taking it and who's spitting it back, who's taking it and who's spitting it back. Think, folks, think. In this market, the last thing you want to do is get deactivated by Spark. So if you're going to be a farter, you got to work smarter. Thank you.